What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And today was another great day. We had a big kickoff. There was a lot of explosive moves out of the gate today. We had Roblox, Tesla, a couple other individual stocks really crushed it this morning. I'm trying to think of everything that took off this morning. There was a lot of big moves. Ended up dying down a little bit. BA ultimately, even though the market did kind of sell off today, it was definitely struggling because of BA. BA was definitely getting wrecked today for the fact that news had come out that I guess they were waiting for some approval, and it ended up getting delayed into, I believe it was next year. And so it just completely destroyed BA. BA broke pattern and essentially sold off a vast majority of the day. But being said, the rest of the market looked good. Big tech was starting to look extremely strong again today. I believe Apple was doing very well as well. So you had some major leaders. Your other ones like Amazon and stuff kind of just held still today. I know there was approval of, as far as antitrust stuff today, came through, which caused Facebook to just have a massive tear towards the end of the day. I'm kind of looking for that continuation with Facebook tomorrow, as well as Amazon. Google, I don't really trade, but could be major moves coming in the next couple of days, massive moves in tech. But that being said, SPY going sideways. We do have some Fed members and some data coming out this week. I think that's why we kind of traded sideways today. We do have Fed member talking tomorrow, and then again on Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday or possibly even on Thursday. We do have the Chicago PMI this week. Yeah, so we got two Fed members talking today, and actually today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So we got a lot of Fed members talking throughout the week. Being said, a lot of them are stating, again, inflation numbers and stuff will eventually be pushed off. We're starting to get some consensus here. That's what it seems like, so that's good to see. I don't really see any of the data really thrown off the market unless it's something dramatically bad. I see growth definitely taking off. Again, we're going into getting ready for earnings, and so towards the end of July, early August, I believe Tesla's early August. So being said, it's kind of everything is kind of setting up for that. So that's what I am looking for. But for this week, QQQ, again, another strong, extremely strong day. I expect this to actually continue running quite a bit tomorrow. We might see a little bit of a pullback here overnight, tag this middle Bollinger Band, and continue on. But for my watch list tomorrow, I have Tesla, Amazon, Roblox, Etsy, and Evagen. So that's what I do have tomorrow. As far as like Tesla in itself, Tesla had this massive move. I actually caught this just before it tagged out here. I jumped in here today and rode this up. Essentially, it's to 686. I actually rode it up a little bit further. I rode it all the way up to this point. I did have a call coming in from last week, coming in from Friday. So that China news, again, didn't really affect Tesla at all. That update was pushed out and fixed this morning, helped tremendously with this tanking. I was actually concerned that this actually might pull back quite a bit, but held extremely well. So I ended up, I jumped into this, I scalped it, and then I still had that monthly, and I actually got out to the monthly at somewhere around that 189 mark. I was looking for a pullback, didn't really get it far enough. This wasn't far enough for me. I wanted it down a little bit more because it was kind of in the middle of the zone. After I was just starting to sell, if it does come back into the zone, I'm looking to buy as long as it holds that 668 mark. I still really like Tesla. I think Tesla's still got some major room to run. So that's what I'm looking for on Tesla in the coming days. Again, I always bring Tesla up, but it does make some crazy moves. Even if you play these channels intraday, I mean, they're big enough moves. You have a couple contracts, and you make some good money within that range in itself. But Amazon is the other one I have. Now this one today was kind of frustrating. I almost grabbed it this morning. I did have a nice little pop out of the gate. A lot of these, again, big tech have these really nice pops. Even the second tier tech that I talk about, your Planter and all that, they've had these nice pops. Big tech will hold. Second tier has been kind of dying off though after that first initial pop. But again, Amazon really didn't have a big day. Then that news came out about the antitrust stuff and popped it right up. I actually took some shares position in this. Wanted to try to capture the shares overnight in case we do pull back. I didn't want to get chewed up in the option, so I took shares on this. Intraday, I'm looking to grab options for tomorrow or in the coming days. I really want to keep this on watch because I think if the antitrust stuff continues to play out the way it could, that'd be great news. If it gets delayed at all or anything like that, we definitely see Amazon make some major moves, especially going into earnings. So, and it did have this nice pullback, which I did like. So I've been waiting for this to actually push back up, at least to that 35.24 mark. So that's what I'm looking for on Amazon. And the next I got is Roblox. And Roblox, massive move, one of the biggest movers, I think, today. I've been in commons in this and actually had this massive push. It was fantastic to see. I wanted to take calls into this. I wasn't quite sure if this was going to hold. On the daily, it actually looked really good. I was kind of looking at that 90.53 mark. I wanted to see if it would come retag that, and we may even actually see a retag overnight on this before we revisit that 100 mark again. But actually, it's holding extremely well here. I didn't end up grabbing any calls. I was still in commons on this. Looking for that 100 again. Price target is what I'm looking at. Once it hits that, I'll have an extremely tight stop at that point. Going to continue to let it run and then probably increment it every $2 or so after that point, since we'll start getting to that price discovery. If we can break that 103, essentially that 104 mark, we could definitely do some major running at that point. It is a higher low on the overall daily coming up. So I do expect this to go a little bit higher than 103. But once I think we reach up to this point, my stop will be right underneath it just in case it does not. So definitely watching this. We definitely don't want to get another a higher low here, and then it could even possibly start wedging here, which is something also to keep an eye out on. So I'm definitely watching this and keeping this under tight wraps just to see what is going on, especially with tech running. I do see this making another leg up tomorrow. Etsy is the other one I've been in commons. Now, Etsy broke the wedge today. I actually wanted to take calls as soon as it broke this. I talked about this the other day. I did not take calls on this because I wanted to see a pullback on this tomorrow for the retest, possibly that 195 mark tomorrow. I did push all the way up to 199, almost 200 there. But tomorrow I'm looking for some kind of pullback here, and then I'm looking for an entry on Etsy for a couple of days swing. I think Etsy still has a lot of gas, a lot of ground to make up. At least because we are back above this, so we're back above some great support. So at least that 204 is the next marker, and then possibly even that 226 at that point in my mind. So I do have Etsy on watch this week. EvoGen is the other one I have. Now this is a lower market cap, a penny stock here. I did like to move it before, but what I do really like about this is it has been consolidating for a while. This particular position is something I'm going to take a small position in. Again, these pennies that I do put on here. Again, this is not financial advice, but ultimately I do take smaller positions in this because once these get these big moves, if it gets tries to push back to all-time highs at 9, just $1,000 or so can really do a lot of damage with these major moves, right? Especially if you're looking at this 340 mark. Again, going up to 9, you're looking at 163%. So you're looking at a big mover, but this is one I want to keep on watch. I definitely want to try to add this if possible over the next coming days. because I do like the consolidation. I think it's only a matter of time before this one does break out. And I do remember a couple of months back actually playing this, and around this area, I remember playing this around this $3, $2 mark here, and then having this massive move up. I remember catching this particular part. It pulled back, and then I didn't even relook at this, and this thing just straight jetted. So once it does get some momentum, it does move quite a bit very quickly. So that's something I wanted to bring up for the watch list tonight. But guys, that's pretty much what I got. Again, with the antitrust stuff, I think my main focus will be on Amazon, Facebook, Tesla. I think they're going to continue to run shop. Roblox, Etsy, I think, again, are my major plays going in the next couple of days. I still see a lot of strength, at least for another week. At that point, I think there's going to be some kind of correction. There'll be some news that drops us, pulls us back a little bit, or maybe we even go another week. I think we got meeting minutes coming up, and about a week or so, 2 weeks, I want to say. And then at that point, the markets, I think, will probably pull back just in anticipation, although I don't expect anything different when that data does come out. So that's pretty much what I got. If you made it this far, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Until next time, guys, I will see you later.